Welcome back. We are on day 3 of the Working Online Beach Camp. Here we are inside Morning Mindset. My name is Michelle Dale, broadcasting to you today from virtual co-working space. Welcome Karen, welcome Hannah. There was a lady called Amy just here. I think she had to go. But it's so good to see you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. Now, we've talked over the last couple of days about what's been happening inside the event. So the primary purpose of this event is to share a 3-part video training course with you. Part 3 is now available. We've set that up in the home office of virtual co-working space. So again, guys, as long as you're in virtual co-working space, head down to the bottom of the screen, click on the All Rooms button, and you will be able to navigate there. So you'll want to navigate to the home office and join the home office to get the last part of the training. And don't forget, the other parts of the training are still available inside the Success Hub and the networking room as well. So part 1 is in the Success Hub, part 2 is in the networking room, and part 3 today is inside the home office. So throughout these 3-part video trainings, we've covered the really core foundation of how you can create an incredibly successful business. Of course, we're talking about the topic of virtual assistants here, but this does not just apply to virtual assistants. It does pretty much to apply to your clients as well, or people starting a business in any industry. So to recap, day 1 of the training was success skills. We talked about the 3 core success skills that everybody needs to consider when they are developing their business. And then I talked about how those 3 core skills were weaved into the 6 levels of one sourcing. So 2 of the skills are in 2 levels, another 2 skills are in another 2 levels, and the final 2 skills are in the other 2 levels. So the one sourcing training pretty much covers all of those core skills that you're going to need. And a lot of people, like I say, are thinking these core skills are things like, oh, do I need to learn how to post on Instagram or something like that? No, I'm talking about core foundational business skills here for you to elevate your business, because it really does not matter what you do as a virtual assistant. It does not matter what skills you offer. It doesn't matter what services you offer, as long as you can do it within the boundaries or within the collective of those 3 core skills. Welcome, Philip. Nice to see you. So we talked about that in video 1. Then in day 2, we started to get a little bit more abstract. But I have to put this in there because this has been such a huge part of the development of my business. And as I have personally watched people I have coached go from pretty much a very small business not making much money or 0 business through to having incredible businesses that have allowed them to emigrate to other countries, live out their dreams, go traveling, be a work-at-home mum, quit their jobs, scale up their income, in some cases, double, triple, and quadruple their income, okay? I have to say it's because of the things that we discussed in day 2, which is reverse engineering. So this is about pulling. Day 2 is really about pulling on your existing, I guess it's a skill set in a way, but we are all built-in creators. You know, our lives are what we make them. And once we learn how to harness that potential within us and apply it to our business, we could literally do anything we want. And I have played around with this concept for many, many years. And yesterday I introduced you to the concept of reverse engineering using a process called scripting. And then I added in for you guys a scripting tutorial video. It was over 30 minutes. That's still inside the Sky Sanctuary if you want to go and check that out. And then I also added in another course that I've created for a different company called the Money Spa. For those of you who don't know, I have very much, before I started Virtual Assistants, very much a financial oriented background. And it's funny because when you're in banking and finance and things like that, it's a very much a reality grounded type of industry, you know, because the markets go up and down and we think that that determines what happens with us and things like that. So for me to shift my mind into how do I create money instead of make money, or how do I claim money instead of earn money, you know, that was a huge shift to me. So what I have done and incorporated as a second part of One Sourcing, and what we're going to talk about today in the One Sourcing, the One Circle Mastery, is that this 6-level virtual assistant training program that I've created, which has the built-in 3 core skills, also now has built in this scripting program, which is designed for you to 100% know the end result of your business before you've even started. This is probably one of the most powerful techniques of business development growth I've ever used in my life. This is my go-to now. I pretty much don't do anything else other than this. And for me, it has really, I mean, I've been doing this for years. And if you go into the Money Spa, you'll see years and years ago, I even talked about this. I think it was around 8 years ago or something. I was invited to speak in India about this particular topic. I won the lottery. I literally manifested a lottery win. I didn't realize it at the time until I started to learn more about how what we focus on, we create. And then, as I talked about yesterday, I started to realize that virtual assistants have an incredible ability to focus and multitask and that type of thing. So we're super well equipped to be able to use this technique to reverse engineer our business. And if you watch the video, you know, basically what I do and what I found is, from coaching so many virtual assistants, is that there is a lot of past history, limiting beliefs, past trauma and things like that that can prevent virtual assistants, literally block people from moving forward in any area of their life. If they are holding or harboring on some version of reality that they simply cannot change, it will block everything from happening. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how clever you are. It doesn't matter how good at business you are. It doesn't matter what you've been doing for the last 10, 20, 30 years. It really doesn't matter. If you've got that stop, that lock on the door, and you don't unlock it, it's going to stay closed. So scripting has been a way I have been able to work with people and unlock that door. So all of this past trauma and limiting beliefs and things that come up that you don't even know where they're from or how to get rid of them, we can bypass all that. It's like an override, a system override or system reset using this scripting. So I've created these 6 scripting books for each level, plus a quick start guide, which you can access free, the video free, in the Sky Sanctuary. So that was the second part of the training. So the first part is very much about, what do we need to know? Like, what do we need? What are the core skills that we really need to know to press forward with this? And then the second part of the training was, how do we need to be? Who do we need to be in order to push forward with this? How do we reset our system into immediate success mode? And that's what scripting does. It's like that mode of success, you know. Always reminds me of, for those of you kids, you'll probably know the movie Toy Story, where Buzz Lightyear, I think it was in the second one or something, or it could have been the third one, he had this mode where he just suddenly switched into Spanish mode, and they could switch him back again. And that's really what it is. It's like, instead of doing a lot of work, doing a lot of talking, almost going through months and months of therapy with the scripting and this powerful scripting program that I've now included in OneSourcing, this virtual assistant training, we can literally hit the reset mode. Maybe not in Spanish, but certainly for success. So we talked about yesterday about reverse engineering. We're not focusing on, you know, a lot of people think, well, if I try and focus on the end result, I don't even know how that's going to happen. I can't even see that right now. That's what we need to do. We need to take away all that guesswork immediately, draft it all out, exactly how it's going to happen, and then allow it to happen. And then day 3 today is about goal achievement. Okay, so this is where we take you to the end of the line. You know, you've got your foundation, then we've got the processing bit, how it's all going to happen, and then the goal achievement is seeing the end result and getting to where you truly want to be. Now, I know that there are virtual assistants who are very just accepting to the way things are. Things have always been like this. I've got this, you know, I've got a couple of clients, I'm ticking over. I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't think too much. At least I've got 1 or 2 clients. But are you truly where you want to be? Is that your goal in life? You know, because I'm very much a go big or go home. If you want to play in that court, then you go ahead and do it. But if you want to play in that court down the road, why are you still holding yourself in this court? So for me, goal achievement is about really being honest, not about what you think you could have, or not about think where you could go, or what might be possible in the current confines of your known reality, but where are we taking this thing? How far are we taking this thing? How far do you want to go? And then it's about setting the goal, but we do this incrementally, okay? So it's about setting the goal, but always the goal is into the next level. We talked about this, into the next level, into the next level. So once we get to that goal, we set another goal, we go into the next level. Get to that goal, we go into the next level. This is how things progress, how you feel that things are working for you much quicker. And how do you do that? Today's video is all about support, okay? We cannot do things solely by ourselves. If you have even read or seen or heard about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's like my business Bible. I have a whole entire mastermind on it. You will know I very much agree, particularly with one very core part of that book is that you need other people. Many hands make light work, okay? So whilst I'm a super independent person and I love to do things by myself, I can honestly say I have not grown my business by myself because, of course, I've had team members. I've had, you know, people I work with. I've had people who have, you know, been mentors to me, whether I'm watching them on YouTube or learning from them, you know, from a course of theirs or something like that. I've had mentors. I've had people that I listen to and learn from. I've had clients, you know. So there are many, many people involved in your dream, okay? Your dream cannot, if your dream is to have an incredible 5-bedroom villa on the sea or something like that, you can't achieve that dream on your own unless you go and create the land, unless you're your own real estate agent, and then you go and buy all the materials that you need to build it, and then you're the plumber, the decorator, you know, like that's going to take you a long time. And most virtual assistants are trying to do that. They're trying to be the decorator and the plumber and the engineer and the electrician and the architect and that's where it's like, why is this taking me so long? You know, because you don't have the help and support of people who can make it quicker for you, okay? So I am not saying necessarily that you need to go and hire a bunch of people in order to make your business work, but you need to have, based on the principles of Think and Grow Rich, at least one other person that is with you in your corner, okay? Every boxer has somebody, at least one person, that coach or that trainer with them in their corner. So that's what you need, at least one person. So whether you decide, okay, I'm going to learn from a coach, I'm going to learn from a mentor, I'm going to learn from a trainer, who do I need to speed up my progress? Who do I need to be able to achieve the goal that I'm setting out, not a year, 10 years, 15 years, whatever down the line, but what can I do about it right now? Right now. So in 1 year's time, I've achieved what I want to achieve, as opposed to sitting here still chipping away at it, you know, chip, chip, chip. It's very, very important. You know, I absolutely could not have done anything in my life without the experience and the knowledge and the support from other people around me. And I'm not saying that it's asking directly for support. Like I say, you know, you can get it everywhere. You can go on YouTube and you can find your tribe on YouTube, find your tribe, you know, in social media or other trainers or coaches. But the most important thing is that you do it and you follow a path. And when you find someone that really you can say, okay, this is my person. This is the person I want to learn from. I like the way this person does things. I like the way this person thinks. And I need them in my corner. I need them in there supporting me with my strategy, supporting with me accountability, supporting me with knowledge, skills, guidance, general support. You know, having that person there to bounce ideas off of, having that person there to show them and say, hey, what do you think of this? You know, it's really, really so important. The path to achieving your goals will quick time incredibly fast the more support you get from somebody who is outside of yourself, who has already done what you are looking to achieve, because they can really help you. Now, I will say, this is a caveat from yesterday, everything you need is within you, okay? Everything that you need to succeed is in you already. But that doesn't mean to say that you might say to yourself, right, I need to learn how to do this, or I need to improve this skill, or I need to ask questions about this. And keep growing and keep learning, and everything that occurs is all part of the process. But everything is inside of you. You can achieve anything you want. But if you really want to speed it up, think about working with someone else. So that leads me on today to announcing more officially that I am about to start a One Circle Mastery program, and it starts next week on the 26th. This is a 1-year program, okay? And I am leaving no soldier behind here, okay? So these techniques and this training is all brand spanking new, shiny, shiny new. One Sourcing just recently in the last few months has been completely rebuilt into 6 incredible levels of virtual assistant business development, or really any online service business development. So if you've got a skill or a service that you offer, then this basically will apply to you. It's a full and comprehensive business program of the last 20 years of what I have done to dedicate myself to virtual assistants and growing multi-6-figure companies, not just myself, my clients. What I'm saying here is this is like complete next level stuff. So we've got One Sourcing in there, which is the 6 levels of the training, all the practical support, systems, how to get clients, how to manage your finances, how to put your packages together, you know, operational stuff, how to run the business. The website is even in there for you. I've built your website in there. It's so you can do this quickly. So you can not have to wait years and years and tinkering around with your business, but you can just get the job done. That's what One Sourcing is about. Then the second part of the One Circle is the group mastery program, the coaching and the mastermind. So every week, every 2 weeks, I will get together with you every 2 weeks going through these 6 levels. So we spend 2 weeks working on a level, we spend 2 weeks working on the engineering of the business, and then we go to the next level. And we do that for all 6 levels. Then we continue with monthly support calls for the next 5 months. And then finally we do basically it's kind of like a graduation call, I guess, in a way, because what will happen is we'll do an assessment, and I would have already been coaching you through to achieving the goals that you want to achieve, and we should have already been getting a lot of incredible results throughout this process, because it's incremental. You know, I say you get to the next level and get to the next level, you will see your business basically unfolding before your eyes like magic. That's how this program is designed, and we're doing it as a group, so we can hear about everyone's successes, we can hear about how things are going for people. I can support and coach you one-on-one. I can be there for your questions, I can be there to guide you, I can be there to help engineer that business for you, whatever that goal is that you want to achieve. So this is super exciting for me, and as this is the first time I've ever done this, the doors are going to be open only until the 25th of August, and as it's the first time I have ever done this, I'm offering inside this event 25% off. So if you go to your ticket pass page, it's at virtualmissfriday.com/TBAD, sign up for that, make sure you go onto your dashboard. Then you will be able to see the discount code there, and that will give you access to the page which tells you all about One Circle Mastery. But I also will be touching on this topic in the live session tomorrow as well, when we do our final training, and our final training is live tomorrow at 8 p.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. UK time, for anyone in the UK, and then obviously on the other side of the water it's going to be in your morning if you're in America. So that's pretty much where we are. Another thing I want to do is give a big shout out to GoBrunch. You can go and grab a free account at GoBrunch if you love virtual co-working space, you love this setting, you'd like to set up something similar to yourself with training rooms. This is great for virtual assistants. It's great for working with teams, for working with clients, for doing presentations. I also use this as a recording studio, obviously to make videos, to do live events. It's amazing. I love, love, love GoBrunch. Sorry, Zoom, you are not my favorite. But yeah, so go and check out. There is a link also for GoBrunch. You can sign up for a free account and play around with GoBrunch, but I definitely recommend it if you are working with clients. I set up cool little client rooms for each individual client, and they're all like custom designed for the client. So that's really like, I mean, we're talking like, this is how I love to build businesses, like next level, like where the client comes in and goes, oh my God, I've never seen this before, this is great. And that's how I tend to get a lot of word of mouth referrals, which is all in the client level of one sourcing, by the way. So a lot to take in over these last few days. If you haven't watched all the training, do have a little catch up. Remember, it's all available inside Virtual Co-working Space. Just click on all rooms, work through the rooms. We've got the main training inside the Success Hub, the networking room, and now the home office. I will also be hanging out around the Virtual Co-working Space today, so please pop in. If you see me around, feel free to ask questions. But in the meantime, we are going to sit down and we're going to do our daily accountability. So thank you so much for being with me thus far. I really hope you enjoy today's training. Do check out the One Circle Mastery. If you have been thinking to yourself, you just want to get your business running, you want to get it done, and you want to do it right, and you want to make it quality, and you want to attract really high-end quality clients and not compromise on your lifestyle or your income, then you need to join me in this One Circle Mastery, because this is something I've never really done before at this scale as a group. I've worked with people one-on-one, but this is something that is so next level. And like I say, I've now done a full scripting program because I really wanted to help you guys so easily achieve that success without putting the work in and too much overthinking. You know, overthinking is another killer of business, by the way. So not too much overthinking, just follow the steps that I'm guiding you on, and believe me, success is guaranteed if you can do that. So One Circle Mastery, come and join us. I would be super excited to see you in there, and I will also be answering questions about the One Sourcing Mastery tomorrow. So if you have anything you want to ask, please leave it in the chats or write to us or contact me on support@virtualmissfriday.com. Okay, thank you so much. We're going to get into accountability now. Remember, daily accountability is non-negotiable. It's all about what we focus our mind on is what creates in our reality. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to play the accountability, and I shall see you back here tomorrow for another morning mindset on the final day of this incredible event. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I see you back here tomorrow. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal.
Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.